Oh my goodness. I know that a lot of y'all be observing those mental patients over there. And they're really from what it looks like to me. And if y'all want to see who I'm talking about, because he uses photoshopped pictures of himself, uh you guys can go and look at my community wall to look at the like the romantical stalker that's been stalking me for 13 years. If you guys want to know what he looks like, it's on my community wall. He's got other lonely, unattractive men over there encouraging his behavior. Trolls, not men, trolls. He's being encouraged by trolls. And so I went over there to flag him because I've been flagging him like he's been flagging me. Just FYI, there is no relationship between me and this dude. He doesn't know anything about me. He doesn't know anything about my plans in life. I don't talk to that dude. I have not spoken to that dude in so long. And when I was talking to him, it was literally more so. Y'all want to know why I met up with that dude? I'm gonna tell you why. Initially, I did not plan on moving back home. Maybe visiting, but not moving back home. Right? I didn't. And it wasn't a part of the plan. Um, that I knew of. Right? So I knew dude was mentally ill. Right? I didn't know he was quite this out of touch with reality, but it was more so just a way of watching him, to be honest with you. But I do not know him. He does not know me. He doesn't know anything about what I've done for a living. He knows nothing about my financial endeavors. He knows nothing about my business. He knows nothing about the company that I run. He knows nothing about what I do, right? He just has a sick fantasy um that he is my man or something. He thinks he's my man. He does. He thinks that me and him are in a relationship and we're not. And he's been on here for almost a year. Almost a year harassing me as he would anybody that he has a relationship with. The woman that he claims he's in a relationship with is not his woman, it's his sister. The dude has never had a real relationship with anybody. You can tell he's totally socially and mentally incapacitated with a very low IQ. He is being given a script on what to say to try to make himself sound intelligent. He's on there talking about assets. Well, first of all, if a woman is not interested in you, and most probably all, he gets rejected everywhere. You telling her, you harassing her and telling her about your assets is not going to do it. No woman is going to care about assets when you look like that. You look like a psychopath. You look like somebody that has literally been banging your head and your face up against a wall. You look like you have self mutilated yourself. You look bad. Like, right? So you can't say, well, hey, I may be ugly on the inside or ugly on the outside, but I got assets. Most women are not going to go for that. Most women are not. Why would a woman be with you when they can be with a man that is attractive that has assets as well? Why would a woman have to settle for somebody? I'm just gonna say straight up and down, this dude is not meant to have a normal social life or a normal relationship. It's just not meant for it. But anyway, when I was over there flagging him, I saw somebody in the because I not only when you flag somebody, you not only flag it at certain timestamps, but also you should flag the people that are in the chat room. You should flag the comments. Okay. But I noticed that one of the trolls is really encouraging him, telling him, if you were to die tomorrow, Jamila would go to jail. Well, we all know that that's not true because, that would be an act of God. It would be a very good act of God if Mike were to die tomorrow or today. It would. It would. I'm sorry, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, there used to be a time when people that behave the way that he behaves were put in asylums. Okay. The mental health industry, because of certain rights and stuff that people have, which I totally understand, prevents us from doing that. What I want to say is that somebody like you that does this constantly, you've done a lot of egregious things. You try to make yourself appear to be a danger to a person, or like you're a distraction, or like you're involved with somebody, but you're not. We do successful death workings on people like him all the time. In fact, it's quite easy. It's not that difficult to do death magic on an already mentally ill person. And I'm not talking about those of you that have anxiety or something like that. Like, this dude has clusters of mental illness, and I believe that he does have dissociative identity disorder, which used to be known as multiple personality disorder. People like that, that's why you need someone else to look after you, literally your whole life. That's why you have a caretaker. That girl that you live with is like a sister, is like a caretaker. You literally have to pay her out of your social security disability check. It is what it is. Okay. Now, it's not that he's mentally ill. No, nobody has anything against people that are mentally ill. Your mental illness causes your inhibitions to be lowered, and then the fact that you're drinking a lot of alcohol. Okay. People like you that are problematic like that, I mean, ta take your pick. You know how many people in this world are wishing death on that very same person? You think I would be the only one, given the behavior? And we know several people out here in social media that are like that, given the behavior. Now, first of all, I ain't said nothing about this dude, okay? But I have referenced haters in general, just stalkers in general. So what? So what? What are you going to do about it? You're not going to do anything about it. What are you going to do? You're going to go live and you're going to cry? You're going to act crazy, or are you going to act like a normal person? You can't do it. You can't do it. Right? And I'm not afraid of you. So let's just get that the fuck out of the way. And you don't have no power. You don't. Okay. We do successful death workings on people like that all the time, though. That's an act of God. You can't say, "Oh, well, if it like as if I it like when I come on here and I say, well, you're gonna die because you're stalking me. You're a stalker. All stalkers deserve death. I don't know what you people want from me. It's a fact. Am I lying? All of my peeps out there, malignant stalkers like that dude deserve death. I know that there's a lot of men out there in particular that sometimes they do kind of watch a woman or stalk a woman. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about what they do, which is try to shove a bunch of negativity at a fucking person. And we all know that it always backfires on you. That's why you've been gone. You've been gone because you've been sick. This is the reason why the next time you get sick, you're not going to get better. You have been gone away from YouTube. Don't try to front and say you was on vacation. Who the fuck takes a vacation in the dead of winter? Well, a lot of people do, but that's not where you've been. This dude has literally been gone because he's been sick. That's why he's been gone. Soon as you feel a little bit better, you come back on here with some dumb shit. Talking to who? Who are you talking to? What are you even talking about? You're at this point, you're just randomly putting up videos that make no sense. You've been doing that for years. But yes, somebody like you that does the things that you do, it is a fact that you deserve to die, number one. Because because what you do is you stalk women and children on the internet. We hate you. You think I wouldn't be the only one right now? Literally right now? Right. And I already know that the dude's sister, a lot of his family hates him that much. A lot of his family is wishing death on him. You are the type of person that people don't want to live long. Am I lying about that? Like what the fuck? What am I not supposed to be honest? And yes, we do successful death workings on people like you all the time because your mind is weak. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Yeah, your mind is very weak. We protect the good ones. All the good men in this world are at work laughing, and then also you telling me to get a job. Well, I how is that your business? And then why are you up at 8 o'clock in the morning telling someone else to get a job when you haven't worked? I'm not gonna argue with this dude because I don't know anything about him. I don't care. Point is that we know that you're mentally ill and you have the nerve to be malignant and you have the nerve to be harassing people. Technically, this is my job. I've been working since I was 16 years of age. I am now in my 40s. I've been running my business for 10 years, dude. What are you talking about? I created my own job. I was in the workforce for 30 years. What do you want me to do? Lie? Will you want me to lie for you? You are mentally ill. If a troll can convince you that what you're doing is okay, we can convince your body to give out. If a troll can convince you of that, of doing something that's harmful for you, you're making a fool of yourself. I am grounded fully, very confident in what I'm saying to you. That doesn't make me a bad person. People have watched you do this for 13 years. People are wondering what the fuck is wrong with you. I'm wondering, I'm almost wondering if you're like one of those robots, like it's some kind of advanced technology robot or something. You're weird. You're weird, dude. It's like somebody plugged a fork up your ass and just, you just go. You know what I mean? And then you let trolls and people like there's said no man ever what you do, right? And you just keep going and going and going. Yes, yes, I'm quite sure that you'll be deceased soon. Yes, Mike, you will be. And we do it successfully on people like you all the time. Because what you do, it falls into like this shadow area of the law, right? You fall into like a gray area of the law. And it's March. I still have not filed certain charges against you yet because I'm busy. I have a life. I personally don't even want to go through all of that. I personally would rather just see you pass away. What the fuck? And it just is what it is. That's the way it's always gonna be. And do you think anybody would care? No, people would be relieved. A lot of people would be relieved to know that you have passed away. I can imagine your children would be relieved. You know, everybody would be relieved. Your family, because you just all the time, you just You have nothing useful to say, and your energy is really bad, just it is. You're a very toxic person. It just is what it is. You probably almost died the past couple of weeks. Is why you ain't been here. You too stupid to save your own soul. We do successful death workings. Like you're literally walking into the valley of the shadow of death. You're literally asking for it. You're asking for it. You know what I'm saying? And you will die. You will. Like that's no joke. If you were doing this to one of my clients, you and really, to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you something. What Spirit told me was that you would have died in 2020, and not your mama had I not ever met up with you. It would have been you laying in that grave in 2020 or 2021. It was actually supposed to be you that passed away. Only reason why you even still alive is because of my good graces. Cause look at the stupid stuff that you do. Look. You literally drove 3 hours and Lamar kicked your head off. Like the fuck. You literally drove 3 hours to get beat up. Literally almost died then. Like you're just one of those kind of people that you're just not supposed to. You're not meant to live that long. It just and then you do the egregious things that you do. You're pointless. You're worthless. You bring nothing valuable to society. And then you say, what do you have to offer while you're stalking somebody? A stalker is asking somebody, what do they have to offer to them? That's so funny to me. It's like you're a fucking stalker. Are you kidding me? Like really, like think about the oxymoron. Like you are literally a stalker. You are a person that stalked from the beginning because you're more of a romantic stalker, right? You knew you'd be rejected from the beginning, got rejected, and you literally stalk people for that reason. That's literally what you do. And then when people disagree with you publicly when you do stupid stuff, because I can assure you that that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of people that are like, ew, that's one of the reasons why I rejected you any public like coolness with you at all is because and what's crazy is that you were known for all of this disgusting sounding stuff that sounded disgusting, but I was still willing to be cool with you because I did have my agenda. I just kind of wanted to watch you. You know what I'm saying? Because and because I knew I wasn't in any danger. I beat your ass. I beat your ass. You ever try to come after me, your motherfucking heart gonna stop. That's a fact. Your heart would stop beating. Okay. That's exactly what the fuck I'm trying to say to you. Literally, literally. People like you die all the fucking time. Mike, what are you talking about? What do you think this is that movie with Demi Moore when they killed that guy who just so happened? What is the name of that movie? Y'all know which one I'm talking about with Demi Moore and Bruce Willis. God, I can't. And I saw it too because it's on YouTube free movies. I actually saw, oh, God, what's the name of that movie? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That dude was a fucking asshole. He was a fucking asshole. I can imagine over in New York, assholes come up dead all the damn time. Don't nobody ask no questions. Like, this is an unsolved murder. Who cares? Is it this will here lies an asshole. Rest in piss. That's just what it is. Okay. You're literally nothing. Your life is pointless. Look at what you do. This is a fact. Because you're not going to be allowed to hurt any children or innocent people. What do you think? You think we're going to allow you to do harm to people? Now, I done already told you you won't notice what's happening. Why are you even on here talking about me, speaking about me? Is it because you just felt like talking and you are not mentally You're not mentally capable enough to think of anything else to talk about, are you? You just you and you look real crazy. Nobody ain't nobody afraid of you over here, like I said. So nobody's concerned about you like pulling up or showing up. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You do what you do in social media because you're a fucking idiot, right? You're gonna die. That's a fact. Like that's just it. I'm not gonna worry about going to jail. You know, they'll probably clap and applaud me. The world is gonna honor me when you die. That's a fact. Nobody's no, you know, you'll just be less stench for the jail cell. Don't nobody want to smell your ass in jail. You think that any the world doesn't deserve your presence, Mike? You think any of the fucking inmates that are trying to reform themselves need to be around you? Not saying that every inmate is going to reform themselves, but you know, hell, jail is too good for you. What are you talking about? You the wage for the sins that you have done is death, and it will happen. And they know it's gonna happen. That's why they say she gonna go to jail if you die, because they know you're gonna die. It's just your mind causes the death. Your mind does it. This is how your mind works. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is sending messages to your heart, your throat, your whole body, your kidneys, everything, you know? And you do it to yourself. Yeah. Because it just is what it is. She's under death watch too. Brandy gonna end up dead too. She's under death watch too. She is. Okay. Good riddance. Okay. Nobody's gonna miss you. No, nobody's gonna miss you, Mike. Nobody's gonna say, "Damn, I wish Mike was still here." Nobody says nobody ever. People are gonna relax and probably sleep. They gonna get good sleep. They gonna be all relaxed. You know, you know what it's gonna remind me of. Y'all remember the Terminator? Remember at the end of the Terminator Part One? Do y'all remember? That's what Mike reminds me of, and I'm like Linda Hamilton, right? And remember when she had gotten him trapped in between that thing that pressed him and pressed his whole body down, and literally this dude's body, like that was a good ass movie. Hey, that I shit, I might watch them shits this morning. And do y'all remember when he was like literally being crushed to death? And it was like, you know, the sound effects. It was like, ching chang, chang chang, chang, and he was still reaching for her. And she was just like, die, motherfucker. And like the fucking red eye just went out. That's how it's gonna be with Mike. And everybody's gonna, oh my God, thank you. He's gone. He's gone. Nobody's gonna cry. Nobody's gonna be upset about these things. I can promise you. Damn it. It just is the truth. And we all know it. then we ain't nobody's even gonna talk about you. There, you know, people are going to basically breathe a sigh of relief. Damn, finally he's gone. God. This is gonna be a good day when that happens. Yeah. So, you know, it just is what it is. You know, you want to talk about God's work? That's God's work. You are a disgrace to this good planet, Mike. Your existence is a disgrace. to this planet. You are a disgrace. Okay. Especially the God of time hates you because that's all you do is consume time. All you do is sit around and eat, sleep, and shit and harass people. Everybody hates you, Mike. Everybody. I'm just telling the truth. Trust me, at your funeral, all of the eyes will be dry. In fact, it'll be a true celebration. It will. It'll be a true celebration. People are gonna be laughing at your funeral. Nobody's gonna cry when you pass on. They're just not gonna do it, Mike. They're not. They're not. Just you know. Okay. So anyway, this was a very dark discussion, but it needed to be discussed. And guess what? Guess what everybody's gonna do when you die, Mike? They're gonna try to forget about you. Everybody just wants to forget about you. That's it. And they will. They will. In fact, while you were gone, we basically, and why you fussing at, we basically was like that we were forgetting about you. Ralph is the one that kept your name going. Why you fussing at Ralph? I had to come on here a few days ago and check Ralph. Ralph is the one that's been keeping your name going. That's what you want, ain't it? Because it was mentioning me. Ralph can get that work too. That's pretty much it. Okay. All right. Quit wasting space on my planet. That's pretty much it. You got to go. Okay. All right. Okay. That's pretty much it, you guys. I'll see y'all next time. Okay. Hit the thumbs up if you want. Hit the thumbs up if you would celebrate Mike being deceased. If he were to just pass away, would it not be considered an act of God and God showing us his best love, just taking Mike off of this planet? Hit the thumbs up if you feel the same way. And I'll see y'all later. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Bye.